Hello and welcome to another session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. Let's go ahead and we're actually going to start down on the floor today. So go ahead and come on to your mat. All right, go ahead and come on down to your knees. We're going to warm up our wrists and then we're going to do some different series of some breathing cycles. So if you're comfortable to kneel, just going to roll the wrist around a few times, 3 to 5 one way and 3 to 5 the other. Try to spread the fingers nice and wide as you rotate through the wrist. Very good. From here, you're going to go top of the hands together. So palms are facing away. And now drop your elbows down. Lengthen through your neck as you do so. Very good. Shake them out. And then we're going to place them down on the ground, palms towards the floor, fingers pointed towards you. And from here, you're going to sit straight back. Gently leaning back, and you can from there rock side to side. Very nice. Go ahead and come off once more, shake them out, and then we'll take it into our first breathing cycle. Kind of like our cat-cows rhythms here, nice wide handprint, place them just underneath the shoulders. Set your knees about hip width apart, and you're gonna tuck your head down on the exhale, rounding through your back, and then on the inhale, you're gonna lift the head, gently arch the spine. We're gonna go about 5 cycles here. Kind of pause at the top and bottom of each breath. Nice smooth cycles. Good, a few more. Really allow that head to be heavy as you lower the head down. Let's take it through one more cycle, then you're going to meet in child's position. When you're ready, toes together, divide the knees, reach those arms straight out, and gently rock the hips back. Very good. Go ahead and lower the head down. Couple cycles here. Very good. Back onto all fours, knees together, little quadruped hip rock. Pulling the belly button in, lower the hips to one side. And then up and across, same thing other way. 2 to 3 on each side. Just gently opening up the side of the hips, little stretch into the low back. Very good. From here, we're going to go a couple cycles into like a down dog, up dog. So you're going to place your hands still underneath those shoulders, turn the toes under. You're going to come into down dog first, driving those hips high, gently pulse the head between the arms. Great time to walk out the heels. And then depending upon your comfort with this cycle, you can come down to the knees first, almost lower down like a push-up if you'd like. Engage the glutes, gently coming to up dog. And then you can come back the same way, back to the knees, off the knees, and pushing through the back. Or you can go one smooth cycle where you kind of lower those hips down, lower the hips forward, lift the chest, and straight back from there. So you'll breathe in as you come forward, lifting the chest, and then you'll exhale as you push back into down dog. Let's go 2 to 3 more. Coming forward. Very good. Protecting that low back and hips high, pushing back. One more cycle. Breathing through. On this final down dog for this cycle here, walk out those heels one last time. And then back down to the knees. All right, before we make our way up to our feet, we're going to go a couple quadruped rotations. So anywhere between 6 and 10 on each side. Support through one hand, other hand behind the head, elbow to elbow, lift and rotate, peering up over that shoulder. Breathe in as you close, exhale as you open. Pausing that open position, follow the elbow with the eyes. good. A few more. Got some overhead work coming up in our next series. So warming up those shoulders, warming up that mid back. Maybe one more and then let's switch. And same thing, other side. Breathe in as you close, elbow to the opposite elbow, and then exhale to open. Very nice, nice and smooth. Just getting some good rotation through the mid-back. Couple more here. Very good. Once you finish that last one, let's go ahead and inchworm your way up, hips up, walk the feet to the hands, walk the hands to the feet, and come on up to standing. Very nice. Go ahead and grab a drink once you get up to your feet. Couple stretches here, then we'll get into our first series. So go ahead and set the feet about hip width apart. Take those hands, interlace them overhead, little bend in those knees, and then take it into a side stretch, bending towards one side, up and across, same thing other way. Very good. We're going to go 3 times each side. On the 3rd time, we'll add a little rotation to it. So feel free to gently grab the wrist at the side that you're bending away from. Switch if you haven't. Very good. Back to center. So I'll go gently into that side bend, and then at the bottom here, I'll turn that downside shoulder. So I'm trying to look up towards the ceiling or sky. Breathe into where you feel that tension, and come on out. Feel free to shake those hands out real quick in between sides. And then same thing, second side. Gently grab the wrist, taking it to the side. And then downside shoulder turn, looking up towards the ceiling. Breathe and come on out. Beautiful. Let's add a little side step to that arm swing. Alternate the arm on top, shoulders down out of the ears. All right, we've got 4 exercises in this next piece. We're going to work for 40 seconds, rotate for 20. We're going to go from standing with an overhead press and a stagger stance. We'll set the weight down, take it down to the floor. It's on our belly for some cobras, engage in the backside, back up, overhead press on the other side, and then down for our bear crawl. We're just going to go 2 sets here. So go ahead and pick a weight you want to start with. Like I said, we're going to go 40 seconds overhead. So you should start this first set with a light to moderate weight. And I'm going to assume your non-dominant side may be your left. If it is your right, feel free to start on the opposite side. Whichever side you're going to have to the shoulder, same side that leg steps back. And 2, 1, here we go. Nice and smooth, pressing up. Should have both feet firmly planted on the ground, toes pointing straight ahead. Pressing that weight straight up, bring it kind of straight to the center of our overhead position. Very good. Elbow points forward as you bring it down. First 20 seconds, halfway through. Very good. You can hold the hand on the hip there, or I also like to place it on the front of the abdomen. Make sure those ribs are staying down. We tend to want to flare the ribs up. Maybe one more. And rest and rotate. Very good. We're taking it down to the floor, lying on your stomach. So you're going to lie face down. You're going to go palms up at the side, chin in. And then when you're ready, you're going to lift, squeezing those shoulder blades back and down, spreading the fingers, pushing the hands up towards the sky. Like you're trying to just push the air straight up towards the ceiling. Pull the chin in and focus to lengthen from head to toe. Good. Down to relax, holding for 3, 5. You can hold longer if you like, upwards of 10 seconds or so. Really trying to wake up the back side of the body here. Shoulder blades engaged, thumb engaged. We're over halfway. Up and squeeze, chin pulled in, still thinking about lengthening. You want to practice holding those engagements through the body while still breathing. Very nice. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. 20 seconds till we come back to the opposite arm overhead press. Feel free if you want to take a moment, dropping the hips back, lower the head between the arms, little modified child's position, and then we'll make our way up from there. Alrighty, opposite arm. If you were on your left, now you're going to be on your right. Take that weight up to the shoulder. Same side foot steps back. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Elbow forward. And on this one, we're thinking about just gently elevating that shoulder up towards the ear. Still focus to squeeze the bum of that trail leg. Excellent. That's 30 seconds, going for 10 more. And 2, 1. Go ahead and rotate. As soon as you set your weight down, you're welcome to start. It's going to be our bear crawls. You'll come down to all fours. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Start with the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. From here, you're going to just barely lift the knees off the ground, maybe like 2 to 3 inches. And now we're being really deliberate here. Left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot. Trying to sync them perfectly together. Depending upon your space, 3 to 5 steps forward each side, 3 to 5 steps back. Maybe even it's 2 to 3 steps. Doesn't really matter. Just moving the body, pushing through the palm, kind of gripping those finger pads down. And have your gaze so you're looking straight down between the hands. Midline nice and strong. Very good. 10 seconds left. Push through that hand. And 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Go ahead and make your way on up. We're going to take 30 seconds, and we're going to do that one more time. So if you want to go a little heavier, second round of the overhead press. You'll be back on your non-dominant side. All right, starting in 10. So the weight's in your left side. You're going to step your left foot back. Check in with your toes. Have them pointing straight on. And here we go. Good. Breathe as you press. So I exhale to drive up. Inhale to lower. Very good. People tend to kind of press the weight a little bit out in front. So think shoulder behind the ear or straight up, not out in front of the body. That's 30 seconds, 10 more. Whew, feel that burn, and 2, 1, and we're rotating, good, down to the belly, lying flies. Coming face down, where it's gonna be palms up, pulling the shoulders down the spine. And whenever you're ready, you can begin. Up and squeeze, pulling that chin in. Down and relax. Very good. Holding for as long or as little as you'd like. Obviously, you'd like to try to rest before you start to get that pinching sensation in your back. Ideally, you just want to feel the muscles burn. Wonderful. That's our halfway point, halfway through. Feel free to point those toes when you lift your body up. Wonderful. 10 seconds. Squeeze and hold, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. Little modified child's position on our way up. We'll drop those heels back to the hips. One more time, heels, hips to the heels. That's what I meant. 1 or 2 breaths there, and then we'll walk our way up. 10 seconds till we start our opposite arm. So if you're on the left, now we're going to go to the right side. The weight's on the right side. Step your right foot back, and here we go. Smooth the press. Excellent. Breathe in to lower, exhale as you drive up. 30 seconds here. 10 to go. And maybe one more. Whoops. Little fight for that last one and rest. Coming down for bear crawl. We're gonna go a full minute of bear crawl this time. So knees under the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Whenever you're ready, you'll just barely lift those knees up, and here we go. Minute begins. Breathe as you crawl. Nice, good ladies. Yeah, hips nice and low. Most commonly, we see people pike their hips high, so you want to keep a nice flat back. Imagine I could come and like balance something on your back. We used to do that in the gym with each other. We put like little 2.5 pound weights and like right on the small of the back and practice trying to hold the weight there as we moved. And I'll quickly tell you when you're off balance. That's our 30-second mark, halfway through. Really pushing down through one side, lifting the opposite leg and hand at the same time. Woo! Nice work, 10 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. All right, shake it out. We're gonna stretch out here on the floor for a minute before we come into our next piece. We have some walking lunges and or box step ups if you have a box, followed by our Renegade Row and some hollow holds on our back here. So let's go ahead and come onto our back. Arms out to the side, knees together. Gonna gently bring the legs across the body, turn the head over the opposite shoulder. A nice little adjustment on my end. When you're ready, same thing other side. Good job. Let's go one more time each side. And across. Very good. Switching back to that second side, if you haven't already. And then we're going to go figure 4 stretch next. Right foot to the left thigh and gently hug that left thigh in. Kind of use your elbow, right elbow on the right thigh. Just gently push it out a little bit more as you hug that left side in. We're going to extend that left leg, point the toes away, pull the toes back toward your face, and then as you bend that knee down and in, hug it in towards your chest a little bit closer. Got a couple more there. Up, point the toes, pull the toes towards you, and bend it down and in. Nice work. One more cycle. And release. Same thing other side. Just hang out here at first. Don't worry about that right leg moving yet or hugging it in. You can use that left elbow on the left thigh, gently pushing that leg out. Good. When you're ready, now we can add that right leg in, extending up. Point the foot, lift the foot, and bend it down and in. One or two more. And down. Very good. Once you finish that, go ahead and release. With the knees bent, feet flat, we're just gonna do a couple bridges here and we'll add that reach to the side, the bridge and reach. So first, just some regular bridges, pushing those hips up, nice and gentle, getting a nice opening on the front side of the hips. The bum to fire a little bit more. All right, on the next one, as you lift those hips up, you're gonna push through your right foot, reach your right hand straight up towards the ceiling, and then as you drive through your right leg, you're gonna reach across to the left side of the body. You can imagine if your left arm were up overhead, like making the letter Y, you wanna try to touch your right hand to where that left hand would be. Same thing other side, push the left foot, reaching across to the right side of the body, and then down in between. Straight up and across. Get about 3 on each side. Very good. Go ahead and balance it out. And reaching across. Fantastic. Whew, all righty. Anything else that you'd like to do on your back? Otherwise, we're going to make our way up. Coming back up to our feet. All right, it's going to be 3 rounds of this next circuit. 1 minute of either a walking lunge or a step up. I'm going to do the walking lunges on rounds 1 and 3. I'll step up on the box on set 2. Once you come up to standing, let's go ahead and warm up a couple squats. Make sure everything's working well with the knees. So while you're doing those squats, I'll just give some reminders on the lunge. So you want to take a nice step out. You're going to control that knee down. Front shin is vertical, heel stays planted. I'm going to drive this front foot, pulling myself up and forward, and then I step into the next step. Make sure my space is long enough. Chest tall, heel down as I lower that knee down, and then I pull through, stepping through. Depending upon your space, you can go reverse lunges or forward lunges. If I'm going a reverse lunge, I don't want to be up on the ball of the foot. I'm really thinking about pushing off the heel on that front leg. Just like when I'm walking forward, I pull through the heel. All right, and then we'll have the dumbbells down on the floor. If you have even dumbbells and feel comfortable to row with them on the ground, or you can simply hold a plank and do the row elbow up just like so. This can also be done on the knees. Call them our plank rows. Then we'll roll over onto our back for 30 seconds of a hollow hold or lower ab exercises here. All right, we're going to start in 20. 1 minute of the legs, 1 minute of the plank, 30 seconds on our back, 3 times through.
Do you have another option for the rowing? Can I just do a standing row? I just still have this cut on my hand and like all this.
Yeah, for sure. If you're comfortable to do a bent over row.
Okay.
Alternate arms here, or if you want like more support on your back, you could go one arm for 30 and then switch. I'll let you know every 15.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks for asking. All right, we're gonna start in 5. I'm gonna go unweighted for the lunges. If you want to hold weight, that's always an option. 2, 1. Here we go. Nice long step. Control that knee down. Pull through the heel. Yep, you can reach those arms out. Help with that control. Help keep that chest up. Tall and up, coming back from here. If you do a backwards lunge, push through that heel. Nice. There you go. Halfway through. That's our first 30 seconds. Good. Drive through, chest tall. Good, 45 seconds done, 15 to go. Nice work. And 3, 2, 1, rest and rotate. Either coming down to the plank position for the Renegade Row, or if you want to just go into a standing dumbbell row, that works too. 3, 2, 1. And begin. If you are in this push-up position, hips as flat as you can. I have my feet set wider than a normal push-up. Very smooth, good. It's our first 15 seconds. Chin pulled in, looking straight down towards the hand and the plank. All right, and 2, 1. Kathy, that's 30 seconds. If you want to switch arms. Nice. There you go. Good, Sharon. Thinking shoulder down the spine here, elbow high. That's 45. Anytime you need a break, take it. Fantastic. And 3, 2, 1. There's our minute. Meet me on your back. All right, if you know that hollow hold and want to go straight to it, you can. I'm going to kind of progress us into it, starting with our lower abs with our tuck up. So chin in. You can lift those hips off the ground, kind of pulling the thighs towards your chest, and then slowly lower those feet down, pushing that low back flat to the floor. Kind of feeling your belly push out to brace. Up and pull them up and in. controlling on the down. That's where you really want to focus, not allowing that low back to arch as you bring those legs back down. Good. Few more. Up and in, and nice and controlled. Last one. And rest. Good job. We're going to take just close to 30 seconds here, and we'll be into set 2. As mentioned, I'm going to be doing the box step-ups on set 2. So same idea on the lunge, except for one thing I like to do on the box step-up is make sure I have my full foot up on the box or the platform. And now we're going to stand tall, open the hip, come down to that same side, and then we'll switch. Opposite foot comes up, stand tall, and then you'll come down on that side. All right, here we go. Either step-ups or lunges in 2, 1, round 2. Driving through that heel, opening the hips fully. Nice. And some similar things that we watch on the lunge, when you're driving up or controlling down, you don't want to see that knee dip in. So a lot of times when people are climbing stairs, they start to irritate their knee because the knee drops in. You don't have that support. There's 30 seconds. We're going for a minute. Nice, good cadence. 45 seconds done. Almost there. Maybe one more on each leg. 2, 1, and rotate. Good job. Bent over or Renegade Rows next. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So once again, I'll tell you 30 seconds. Those of you working on one side at a time. If you are on these Renegade Rows here with me, try to put them down softly. I can feel myself kind of want to just drop them down quickly. 20 seconds in. Thirty seconds is here in 2, 1. There's our halfway. Never realized how loud these Renegade Rows can be until our housemates let us know they could hear them at 5 in the morning. Trying to figure out if the house had a heartbeat or what was going on coming from the garage. It was just Renegade Rows. Good job. Got 10 seconds left. So you place them down softly. You can help control your body. That's our 3rd minute. And you can help keep your household a little bit happier, not waking them up at the odd hours in the morning. Onto your back. So you can stick with that first version, or if you want to advance it, we're going to go leg lowering abs this time. Leg straight. Same focus. Low back flat. Here, instead of definitely bringing them all the way down, just bring them down as far as you can avoid that arch. So right before I feel like my back's going to lift, I pull them back up. Breathing as you brace, and up and through. Very good. 10 more seconds. Nice and strong. Holding, 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 and lift. Last one. And rest. Good job. 30 seconds. And we back to it. All right, so our last time through, either lunges or step-ups. If you want to hold some weight for this version, you can either hold one weight up underneath the chin, or you can hold 2 weights, one at each side. All right, 15 seconds till we start. And if you're feeling a little bit more fatigued today, just hang out for this last round. Otherwise, 2, 1, begin. We've got one more circuit coming up next. Some squats, option of turning it into a thruster, and everybody's favorite, the burpee. Either pushing through that heel if you're stepping backwards, pulling through that heel if you're stepping forwards. And while the focus is on the heel, the whole foot should be in contact with the floor. Kind of pushing that big toe down Activating the arch of the foot. Halfway through. Nice. Fight to keep that chest tall. Eyes up, chest up. Fantastic. 45 seconds. Whoop. A little off balance. Very good. Last couple. 2, 1, and rotate. All right. Taking it down for our final Renegade row or that bent over row. Starting in 5, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Hips nice and level. Feet a little bit wider than the hips. Unless you want more of a challenge, then walk them in. Just make sure you don't start swinging your hips side to side. First 15 done. See how high you can pull that elbow. Good. Nice, Sharon. Good elbow position. All right, Kathy, 30 seconds right now. Switching arms when you're ready. Keep that breathing consistent. Whew. Anytime you need a break, especially if you feel like you're starting to arch, come down, shake it out. We have about 10 seconds left. You can just call it or come back into it. We're going to roll onto our backs next. And 2, 1, rest and rotate. All right. Roll on over. Feel free to stick with either of the first 2 versions, or if you'd like to progress it further, arms over the head, either straight legs or bent legs, and I lift up my feet, lift up my upper body, and I'm just trying to hold like a boat position here. And then anytime you need, you can rest it down and lift it up. If the bent knees feels a little bit too easy, you can extend one leg, pull it in and extend the other, or you can hold it with both extended. Woo, it's really hard. 10 seconds left. Squeeze and hold. 2, 1, and all done there. Woo. All right, beautiful job. Gradually come on over. Maybe a couple more little cat-cow movements here like we did in the first part of the warm-up. Exhaling as you round, pulling that belly button in, lowering that head down. Inhale as you gently arch. Pull those shoulders back and down. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Good. One more time. Fantastic. If you want to drop those hips back into one more child's position, toes together, knees divide. Drop that head down here. Let's kind of just gently sway your body side to side. Get a nice stretch through the lats. Sway in your torso. All right, and then make your way on up to your feet. All right, 3 exercises. Squatting or burpees, or squatting or thrusters. So you can do a regular squat here. If you want to turn it into a thruster, you'll add that overhead reach with or without weights. 45 seconds there, followed by 45 seconds of a burpee, either all the way to your chest, or I'll be demoing the no push-up version where you can come to the top of the push-up, step or hop up, and reach up to overhead. From there, you can pick up some weights for a farmer's march, or if you prefer to do like a little side shuffle action, do a little side shuffle action for that 3rd exercise. All right, so that's what we have in store here. We're gonna get started here in about 20 seconds. We'll see how we're going on time. I'm gonna definitely take you through 3 rounds. You all can give me a heads up, those here live, if you wanna go for a 4th. Otherwise, starting in 10, I'm gonna be doing the version, I'm gonna go 1 regular squat. The next rep, I'm gonna do a thruster with the overhead reach. So you can follow me with that, or do all of one or all of the other. Set those feet about hip width apart, slight toe out. 2, 1, and begin. Controlling down. So 1 regular squat, 2nd one, I take it up to overhead. Just a way for me to kind of modulate the breathing, makes it a little easier for me to talk to y'all. And it helps just control the intensity a little bit. So if you wanted more intensity, I would thruster each one. Good, that's 30 seconds, 15 to go. Or rest with 30. As you're going into that overhead reach, keep the front of those ribs down. Beautiful. And 2, 1, and rotate. Set your weights down. Get a little breath of air. And getting ready for those burpees in 2, 1, here we go. You can step or hop. Again, depending upon the intensity. Squeeze the glutes and reach. So you get to choose how fast do you want to move, how slow do you want to move. Keeping in mind, this is our first round. So if anything, I'd rather see you pace this one a little too slow than a little too fast. If you are stepping to your feet, or even if you're hopping, you want to try to get all the way into your heels before you come up. So if you're on your toes, kind of sit back into those heels. Just think about that squat position. 35 seconds done, 10 to go. Two, 1, and rest. All right. I'm going to demo the farmer's march on the first one. Like I said, if anybody wants to do a little side shuffle action, you can. So picking up your weights, hands slightly forward, and begin. Knees nice and high. We're working against this forward posture. So tall chest, pull that chin in. And we're going to keep our rest breaks, if you're following, all the way through to 15 seconds. But in 10 seconds, we'll be 30 seconds in. If you want to take a little bit more recovery before those squats in round 2, take it in 3, 2, 1. Take it now. That's our 30. Otherwise, feel free to keep marching. All right. 45 seconds is here in 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, 15 seconds. We'll be back to the top. Round 2. Squats with the option of the thruster. Set those feet, slight toe out. 2, 1, and begin. Knees push wide. Option of that overhead reach. Good. Really fight, just keep that chest tall as you stand out of that squat chair, and that one look better. Hips up, or rather chest up, so you want to avoid this fallen chest position. Try to think about your belly button. You want to be facing straight on the whole time. That's 30 seconds. It's never bad to rest there. Good, looks great, Kathy. Keeping those eyes up and ahead. Maybe one more. And rotate. Getting ready for burpees. All right. Standing tall. Ready, and begin. Taking it down. You're stepping the feet. Pay attention. Which foot steps back? Which foot steps up? Try to alternate, just like you do on the step ups or a lunge. Trying to get all the way to that heel. And if you're hopping, when you hop back, hold strong. I see a lot of people kind of like drop those hips down suddenly. So engage that midline. Hop back, top of the push-up. Hips float high as you hop them up. You're basically trying to bring your feet up to the hands. But jumping can be a little bit more intense on the back, on the low back. So make any adjustments you need. We're over 30 seconds in. We have 10 seconds left. Woo! One more. And rest. All right. Maybe a little side shuffle next. If you want to keep that farmer's march, feel free. Otherwise, for the side step, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. First half, I'm just going to go a side shuffle. Step and slide. Kind of relax the arms through. Good. Now, especially you gardeners out there, you do lots of farmer's carries as it is. So we can do some lateral work instead. Fantastic. That's 20 seconds. Those on the side step. If you want to switch to a grapevine, second 20 seconds. Cross in front, cross behind. There you go. 30 seconds done. If you want a longer rest before round 3, take it now. Beautiful. Almost done. 2, 1. There's our rest. All right, round 3 coming up in 15 seconds. Take more rest if you'd like. Slight toe out, eyes looking straight ahead, and here we go. Control into that squat. Sinking those hips nice and deep. Also do these unweighted. If I was unweighted, I would reach my arm straight out as I lower, stand. I can still mimic that thruster, reaching straight up. 20 seconds done. This double arm thruster makes it a little bit easier to go into that sway back. So ribs, front of the ribs pulled down and in. There's our 30 seconds. Wonderful. And 2, 1, 45. Burpees. Guess what? If you want more intensity, you can set it down and go right to it. Otherwise, you can take that full 15 seconds rest. 2, 1, and begin. Nice and tight. Float to the feet or step to the feet. Wonderful. Spread those fingers. Grip the floor. So you use the muscles, her palm of your hand has all these little muscles in it. When you spread the hand nice and wide, kind of push those finger pads into the floor, you activate the arch of the hand, just like when you activate the arch of the foot. Woo, 30 seconds done. It's a great time to rest if you want a little more time to breathe. Two, 1, and rest. All right, round 3 here. I'm gonna go back to that farmer's carry. Feel free to stick with that lateral step if you'd like. Just tall, shoulders back on this farmer carry. Palms slightly forward and begin. Nice. You can march forward. You can march backwards. I don't really recommend marching laterally with weight. And stick to unweighted movements for that lateral steps. Very good. All right, those of you doing the side shuffle, if you want to stick to Grapevine or switch to Grapevine, we are halfway through. Keep emphasizing that posture. Don't let that head start to shift forward. Pull that chin in, stack it right over the hips and shoulders. Good, 35 seconds done. I'm gonna take a little bit longer break here. Everybody else, if you're going that full 45, 3, 2, 1, there's your rest. All right, feel free to rest from here. I am going to take you through one more round. So anyone that wants to join, otherwise, we'll be going into our cool down in 3 minutes. All right, last round. Squats and thrusters, begin. Excellent. Find a spot straight ahead to focus on, ideally right about eye level. So that helps keep your eyes up. When the eyes are up, the chest stays up. Excellent. I'm just keeping pretty steady state throughout. You can always go faster than me if you'd like. Slower than me if you need. That's 30 seconds, just a little more than. Awesome job. 3, 2, 1. There's our full 45. All right, final set of burpees. Woo! All right, I'm gonna go right to it, but I'll tell you when the official 45 starts. You got 5 seconds, but feel free if you want to begin. And here's our official start. Woo! Moving through. If you want a little bit more challenge on this last round, I'm gonna burpee all the way through the minute, and then we'll go right into that side shuffle, or you can pick up your weights for the carry. But don't worry, I'll let you know at the 30 and 45, so you don't have to add to it. just an option. Breathing through, moving through. That's our halfway. That's the 30 seconds. Kind of a little mental challenge when you make that last round a little bit harder, but it's not always what the individual may need or the moment. So if you want to rest, 45 is now. You want to work that full minute, a couple more reps. Beautiful. And getting ready to march or sidestep right now. Here we go. Let's go sidestep first. And just like the last bit, we'll take a full minute here. Wonderful. That's our first 15 seconds. I'm gonna go side shuffle for 30, karaoke grapevine for 30. Nice and smooth, light on the feet. Wonderful job. All right, there's our 30 seconds. 30 seconds left. Nice, Kathy. Thanks. Just a slight palm forward on those carries. Kind of rotate the hands forward. Fantastic. 45 seconds done. We're in the bonus time from here. Woo. 5 seconds. And 2, 1, and everybody's done. All right. Great work. Shake it out, grab a quick drink, and we're gonna stay on our feet for the first part of the stretch here. All right, let's go behind the back stretch first. Nice wide base stance. Interlace those hands, ribs down in front. You open that chest. Feet are outside the hips. I wanna root down to those legs and then take it into that forward fold. Try to focus on the head being heavy, kind of hanging straight down here. And you're trying to expand the back of the rib cage with your breath. So breathe deep. When you're ready, go ahead and make your way on back up. Ah, good job. Quick little shake out, back and forth, up and down. Fantastic. From here, we're going to test our balance if you'd like, or steady on a chair, quad stretch. Lifting up, reaching for that foot. Good. We're going to go 20 on each side. Hips nice and level. Very good. And 3, 2, 1. Set that foot down. Let's give a little circle of the hips. Good. Great time to just smile a little bit. Even if you're like, what am I smiling about? You're smiling because you completed that session. Switch directions, that hip circle if you haven't. Showed up, took care of your body. And made it all the way through. Walk those feet in, lifting up. Imagine those puppet strings pulling you up towards the ceiling or sky, and then grab that opposite foot. Movement is a fantastic way to shift your mood. Maybe, formal exercise isn't the best way if you're not in a great mood, depending upon your personality, your relationship with exercise, but oftentimes just dancing, putting on some music, just moving your body to that rhythm. Go ahead and shake that one out. Very good. From here, we're going to make our way down to the mat, do a couple finishing stretches on the floor. All right. We're gonna do a little seated figure 4. So let's extend your right leg straight out, cross your left foot over the right, and then kind of shimmy your right foot in. I'm gonna turn my palms away, lift the chest, kind of pull the shoulders back. Good job. So I don't want to let the shoulders roll forward. Lift and open the chest. Nice. And when you're ready, go ahead and relax out of that side. Same thing on the other. Cross it over and pull that foot up and in. Palms face away. Pull those shoulders back. And gently rock side to side. about 10 more seconds. And relax down there. Very good. Go ahead and make your way onto your back. Gently rolling back. Just start with pulling both knees into the chest. Rock your body side to side. From here, we're going to extend your right leg straight out. And we're going to come into a little bit of a single leg twist here. Gradually work your left leg across towards the right side of the body. Take your left hand, just drop it out to the side. Use that right hand to kind of control that leg. Alrighty. And then when you're ready, up and across, same thing other way. Extend your left leg, pull the right leg into the chest. And we'll gradually bring it across, a little single leg twist. Turn the head, look over the opposite shoulder. Very good, relax there. Final two, bridge pose. Bend the knees, feet flat, work those shoulder blades back and down, lift those hips, and if best as able, interlace those hands underneath your body. You're gonna hold for 30 here, pulling that chin in towards the chest, lengthening through the low back. Just opening up the front side of the hips as well as that chest and the back side of that neck. Keep pulling that chin in. That's gonna help give you that length back there where we hold a lot of tension. Good, about 2 more breaths. On your next exhale, just gradually bring your spine back down to the floor. And our last one, I'm going to take it into a little happy baby. Elbows on the inside of the knees, grab the outside of the shins or the feet if you can reach. And then just like it's called, gently sway your body side to side, allowing those inner thighs to open. Fantastic. And then from here is your invitation to add in anything else you'd like, or better yet, just take a moment flat on your back, close your eyes, and think about what you have next. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. I'll leave you in that relaxed state. Keep drinking your water. Stay stretched out throughout the day, and hope to see you next time.